books and the scriptures. That's attractive to
Getting
us.
yourself right.
That's what attracts me.
Yeah, no, but I mean, really, because you really can't do nothing. Us men, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be real with you, just about myself personally. If I was broke, I can get some box before I can get a plate of food.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's not about the sex. A man, stuff is just. I don't want to try to explain polygyny. I don't want to explain that. Like that's something to explain. But with the equality, y'all not going to be treated equal anyway, right? Because y'all not the same. Y'all two different people. Y'all got different personalities. It's no such thing as equality on the face of it. If you yourself, you wouldn't want me to treat you like if your name was Jane, you wouldn't want me to treat you like Janet, like I treat Janet. You Jane. You got attributes to yourself that a man need to adapt to and deal with you accordingly. That other person might be different. You see what I'm saying? That other person, I'm just saying it's different. And then y'all women not built to deal with different things. That's like when I was, and not to get too graphic, but we the ones humble y'all. We the ones who the penetrate. We don't get penetrated. Right? So that's just, it's one of them nature things. And I kind of understand that jealousy thing, but that's normal. You know, that's a normal thing because sometimes a woman might feel like what she got over me, what I'm doing, I ain't doing right, or he mad at me, and he might, and it's not like that. Us men, a real man, like you said, a man, I never compared women to each other. I never did that. That's something I know everybody have their own person. So I never say, well, she do this, why you don't do this? And I think a lot of times women compare themselves. Us men don't do that. We don't sit there and say, well, she got this that she don't have. No, a man, when he see a woman he like, that's what he like. The hell with all that other stuff surrounding what the other woman ain't got. We don't. Well, her shoes bent up. We can give a hell about them shoes.
That was just like the first issue we had.
Yeah.
The second issue we had was he said in marriage, he said that the whole ceremony was pagan, like the rings, the wedding dress, and he was really scared of the contract. He said that it was like it was in favor of the woman more than the man. So he didn't want to get married.
Well, see, it's a difference. The brother probably, I don't know how learned up the brother. Because it seemed to me that he wasn't too learned up. He didn't know about marriage. He didn't know how to really go into the scriptures and show you the polygyny thing. And
that the actual act was the marriage.
It's not just the actual act, it's agreement you make with each other that you're going to do this together. And y'all set down this thing and you come up with what we do. We have marriage certificates where you have things in there and it's stuff that you all agree on according to the laws of God, right? And then you sign. It's lawful, it's legal. You can turn that in. But marriage is not what he means the system marriage, right? Because it is honor, it do honor y'all, but at the end of the day, the slave master owns both of y'all. It's a business contract. Y'all don't need nobody. God is the Most High ordains your sanctions your union. You understand what I'm saying? You don't need nobody to sanction no union with you and a man to come together. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all agree to that? This is my husband. All we got to do is write down an agreement on the piece. Y'all can put it in damn pencil or crayon and file it on the court. Guess what? It's legal.
I've been notified.
Shalom, sister. It's legal. So maybe he wasn't up to par on that. And I understand him being scared at the system marriage. The ring, dress, all of that's pagan. Put on our royal garments and crowns and all of that. Just that white dress and getting on your knee. And if the woman's supposed to submit to you, when you get on your knee, get on your knee to somebody, you begging them. You begging them to rule over you for the rest of your life.
Actually, even like weddings, they're very beautiful.
Yeah. That you now so you know what I'm talking about, right? Right. It's real royal, aren't they? And it's not like the white dress and and like you gotta think about it. A lot of times a marriage is disastrous when you got a man that been down. You got a woman, when the man been down, put that ring on your finger, the woman gets to crying like hell. Why y'all cry?
Because it's emotional. Somebody is, what, you think you cheated?
I got his ass. I got somebody to own now. And this nigga just put his balls right in my hand. So when he get down,
I would not really want to.
right? Why would you want a man to bend down knee? When a man, listen, what man get on his knee for anybody? We got too much man pride. So why would we do what? Out of everybody on the earth, we bow down to a woman and put a ring on her finger.
Let me just explain the whole thing about the rings and the diamonds. You know that comes out of the blood diamond.
Right.
You ever heard of King Leopold? King Leopold was a king from the Dutch.
You got a pen? I want to give her the
subjected to life. This is like still digging for
They got the old
diamonds. Digging for diamonds. You ever heard of something called the blood diamond?
I've heard of blood diamonds.
Yeah, blood diamonds that's about King Leopold. And
Amistad.
the whole diamond mine. The 10 million.
It had a wrong channel name.
Okay.
Remember
That's
that
your number
channel
that she
shut
could
down?
get into, touch into?
Yeah, but I wanted to put the channel. You know, I don't really call it. You know, I wanted to go on YouTube.
Okay.
Build up the place called the De Beers. You ever heard of the De Beers company? They're major diamond Jewish diamonds. So that's what it's all about. So they set the prices on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. She cool.
You have a pen, sis?
So
I got the wrong YouTube channel here. I just wanted to write in.
I can put it in my phone.
Okay, good. That's good. Go ahead, Slocky. I ain't gonna turn it better off.
but that's what that's about. It's about building up the diamond mine and putting more funding into the Jewish state. That's what diamond is all about. So that's I can't speak for the brother because he's not here, but I think that's what he meant in that he didn't want. He was afraid of that tradition because this place is flipped upside down.
Yeah.
Everything is turned toward evil. Like
Yeah.
the scripture said that. So I believe that's what the brother.
Yeah, and you know what? What's good? We got. What's that name of that thing? The Order of the Men and Women. HOI. You want me to put it in for you, sis, or you? Okay. HOI the Dragons there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Give the sister a flyer in case she wanna call and got a question. I'm gonna give you a flyer, sister, in case you got a question on any of the scriptures or what we anything.
Don't stop studying.
The Dragons Den. Put the Dragons Den. HOIDMB, the Dragons Den. Remember we was talking about the dragon, the red dragon earlier? That's it right there.
Which one?
See that? We right standing right in front. Right there.
Oh.
Where we at? Right there.
Okay, I'm gonna say it.
Right? Say that, sis. Let me give you a flyer.
Any man that don't prove you first, or any person that you don't feel proving you first, he ain't worth the time.
That's one part of the flyer. We got a video we just posted like we did like a year ago, 2 years ago. It's about the relationship stuff.
Yeah.
That'll give you a lot of info in what you're looking for in that as some answers. Actually, it's that John good, ain't it? That John good. We just posted it.
Repost.
Yeah. We just posted it. So go to, it's me and him sitting down. It's a video. You'll see us in 2 different screens. I got a red shirt on. I think he got a white. It's a sit down. Look at that. It say the status of the relationships and stuff. That's a good video. That'll give you some better understanding most of the stuff you might be having problems with. You know, if you got some questions, that's our number on the back. That YouTube, they shut them channels down. But if you got any questions about what we teach, if you mad, you don't like what we say, still just call us and let us clear it up or whatever. All right?
You celebrate the holy day?
Yeah. Yeah. We celebrate the high holy day. Everything. That's why we out here today. New moon, Feast of Tabernacle, Feast of Dedication is on us right now for the next 8 days. You know, Passover. So, yeah, just get in contact us. You want to link up with us? We got sisters around. All right. We got different camps throughout the United States. Sisters all around. You know, if not, you can sit back at home and study in the privacy of your situation. You know what I mean? All right.
It was fun learning from
Okay,
y'all.
sister.
Y'all very intelligent.
Thanks. What's your name, sis?
Michelle.
Michelle. My name Yakotaj.
Yako.
Yak. You can just say Yak.
Yeah.
Yak.
Okay,
Y-A-Q. Yeah.
Michelle, let me do this. Let me give you my number. And if you have any questions, if you somehow lose
Right.
Con.
flyer,
I'm overwhelmed like hell, ain't I?
then you can call me.
I was just saying how overwhelmed I am. I got so much stuff going on.
Salaki.
Yeah, because
I'm trying to shave a lot of that stuff off my back.
You got so much. And so
That's
she's
some of the
originally
stuff I'm trying to get off my
Yeah.
back now. You know what I'm saying?
6756.
We just actually talk about transferring that stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you too, sister. Shalom, sis. Matter of fact, you gotta take the camera in the car. Give them that information.
18.
Get all that off my back.
C8. And the only reason I'm doing that is, you know, you said you used to study with somebody, and I don't want you to lose your study just because y'all had differences in opinion.
Yeah, I still read my scripture. I try to read it every day. I know I'm not reading the right one. I'm reading the New Living, the New International Living, because I don't understand the King James. Sometimes I don't really understand what I'm reading, but I'll try to, you know, like research it, like go on YouTube and do research.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do try to read. Like I like Psalms. I like Proverbs. Proverbs, the book of wisdom.
You got Apocrypha?
That's the red one, right?
Yeah.
I don't have that one.
Contact this brother, sister. You need to get that Apocrypha. That's gonna fill in the gaps on a lot of stuff. You for real, sis. You talking about Psalms and Proverbs? The Apocrypha is the Proverbs and Psalms on steroids. You see what I'm saying? You got Wisdom of Solomon in there. You got Sirach. Those books are serious.
Great sisters in Israel.
Man, Maccabees, Esther, Judith.
I
Woo!
like the gospel too.
Yeah.
The parables.
Yeah.
Anything dealing with like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's comforting scriptures.
You gonna have to hear the bitter joints too though. Because the bitter joints will bring more understanding along with the comfort scripture. Because they go along and they only apply to us. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, but yeah, in Hebrew also your name would be Micah Allah or Mayaka Allah instead of Michelle. Yeah. Mayaka Allah or Micah Allah. Micah Allah is Michael. And I think Mayaka Allah is Michelle. Mayaka Allah, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Yeah. And see, if the sister wasn't like this, I wouldn't even think about telling her nothing like this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, a lot of brothers don't even operate like this. So, but yeah, we're gonna close on. I was getting a little nippy out here. I'm gonna get one last scripture. Give me that last scripture. All right. Watch this, sis. One more thing. Give me that. Be out here every Saturday too. If not, I would say every. Just check on us if it's raining, the weather not right. Check on us. Give us a call on that number. Call this brother. Check to see if we coming out the camp. You want to come out? We out. I mean, come out here, learn this. You know?
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13.
Right.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
So we're supposed to hear the conclusion of the whole matter. This is the conclusion of what our purpose is on the earth. Period. Go ahead.
Fear God.
Do what?
Fear God.
Uh-huh.
And keep his commandments.
So if you fear the Most High's judgment, what you're going to strive to do is keep his commandments to the best of your ability. It's not 10, it's 613. Go ahead.
For this is the whole duty of men.
Well, this is what?
The whole duty of men.
So everybody on the earth, even though they didn't get a covenant with the Most High, everybody's supposed to follow the ordinances and laws of the Most High. Right? The other nation's supposed to follow the laws of the Most High under us.
They say that like all the laws hang on
Two laws.
love God with all your mind, heart, and soul, and loving neighbor as yourself.
Right, but who your neighbor? And who was Christ talking to? Who was Paul talking to?
He was talking to the church, right?
Who was the church?
He was writing letters to the church.
I know, who's the church?
Us?
Us who?
Israelites?
Give me that. You got it? You know where it's at? Romans 2? What's the 6? Church in the wilderness? What's that? 6? First Corinthians 6? Watch this. First Corinthians? I think it's, yeah. Watch this. I'm going to show you who the church is. But the church is not everybody or people that got a church building and they come in the building. The church is a people.
Because, like,
You got it?
that's another thing that was kind of hard. 'Cause he was like, telling me that, I didn't mind covering my hair. That was nice. I love stars. I'll cover my hair when that wasn't a big deal. But the wearing the dress every day, that was kind of a vibe.
So law of God. The pants is when you wear pants, guess what? The Most High look at you. You know, I'm gonna show you what the Most High look at you like. The Most High look at you like when a man wear a dress. Because pants was never made for women.
So you don't mind every single day?
No, I love it.
Go ahead.
37.
The 738, Acts 738.
How about in the winter? Do you wear like leggings underneath?
Yeah, you can wear. No,
I don't wear no leggings.
Oh, what?
No.
That's still.
I wear layers.
Personal.
I wear layers though.
It's freezing out here.
I don't wear leggings.
Like, okay.
But no, you can though.
You can though.
You can.
But
Yeah, the garment is just for.
Like modest.
Yes. You know, you can wear things under to keep yourself cool. But that's our system. If you look at most all women on the face of the earth, they don't wear pants. When they come to America, they wear pants. Every other nation, they don't wear pants.
See my sisters in captivity and sticking cotton.
come on.
They ain't got no pants on.
Oh, we ain't got none out here, but we got slavery pictures with our women on the cotton field.
They had long dresses and it was hot.
Give me that Acts 7:38. Watch this. Sister.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 7, verse 38. I'm starting at 37. This is Moses. This is that Moses, which said unto the children of Israel.
Now Moses from the Old Testament, right? This is that Moses that said what?
To the children of Israel,
Uh-huh.
a prophet shall the Lord your God raise up unto you and your brethren.
And this was talking about the prophecy of the Messiah that he was giving them way back in the wilderness when he brought us out of Egypt. Go ahead.
Like unto him, him shall ye hear.
Him shall the Most High said the Most High said he's gonna raise up a prophet like unto Moses. Hear ye him, right? Which means he's gonna be like a savior or deliverer. Go ahead.
This is he that was in the church.
This is he, which is, see, we didn't even know Christ was in the church. Read.
In the wilderness.
And where?
In the wilderness.
This is when Moses brought us out of Egypt. When we was in bondage under. Remember he delivered us out of Egypt into the wilderness? So who was in the wilderness being brought out of Egypt? The Israelites. This is what?
Like unto him, ye shall hear him. This is he that was in the church.
This is he that was in the church.
In the wilderness.
In the wilderness.
With the angel which spake of him in Mount Sinai.
With the angel which spake unto him in Mount Sinai. So the church was in the wilderness in Mount Sinai. So the Israelites is the church. It's not the church building. Or somebody creating their own church. That's where another lie that got us twisted. The church is that's the church. Right? So the saints is the Israelites. The church is the Israelites. The bride of Christ is the Israelites. Period. See what I'm saying? So go back to that.
Because he was writing to us saying that, I just kept getting confused because I would read some scriptures that would say, like, if you love God, you'll follow his commands. I read that a few times.
If you love me, keep my commandments.
Right. And then I read some that say the greatest command is to love, like,
your neighbor as yourself. Give me that. Give me Leviticus real quick. I'm gonna show you something. Show you something, sis. This good. This good that you asking them questions like that. But see, this is the stuff we want to get our people out of. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in
Go to
thine heart.
1. Go to 1. Leviticus
The
19:1.
book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto all the congregation of the children of Israel.
Speak unto who?
All the congregation of the children of Israel.
So this is one of the laws we got from God by Moses when we came out of Egypt as slaves. So this is a law that God has given us. Speak to all the congregation of the children of Israel. Go ahead.
And say unto them, Ye shall be holy.
The word holy means separate or set apart. So you gonna be set apart. That's racism right there. I don't want y'all mingling with no other nations. I need y'all to be racist and separatists. Ye shall be what?
Ye shall be separate.
You shall be
Ye
holy.
shall be holy. For I, the Lord, your God, am holy.
Because he said he's separate. Nobody ain't with God. So if you the children of God, you got to be set off too. You not regular. Go ahead.
You shall fear every man his mother and his father.
Go down to 17. So now who was it just addressing? The Israelites in chapter 1. So that's how you get the context of who Moses is talking about. Leviticus 19:1. The Most High say address all the congregation of the Israelites. Go ahead.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Israelites, you should not hate your brothers in your heart.
Yes, thou shalt not in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
So we're supposed to correct our brothers and sisters, right? Go ahead.
And not suffer sin upon them.
Not allow them to be wicked or go off. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear grudge.
So we don't supposed to take vengeance or have a revenge or bear any grudge
against the children of thy people.
Against who?
The children of thy people. And thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
So it just said you should love your brother, right? Rebuke your brother and not suffer sin upon him. Then it called your brother the children of your people. Then it called your brother and the children of your people your neighbor. So just because somebody of a race lives next door to you or around you, that's not your neighbor. Your neighbor is your own people. That's who you preserve. Love your neighbor as yourself. Love your brother as yourself.
Let's go back to the top again, because I'm going to prove what he's saying. This is Leviticus chapter 19, verse 1. The Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto all the congregation of the children of Israel. The congregation is the church, all 12 tribes. So that's who your neighbor is. Another Benjamite, another Naphtali, another Issachar. That's your brother. Those are with the Most High, what the Bible considers your neighbors.
Right.
Those of other tribes as
right.
well. Not just Benjamin, Levi, and Judah, but
right.
all of those.
Right.
All of those. So that's what he meant by the congregation.
Yeah.
That's the congregation, the other tribes. The church. I just want to bring that out.
No, like he said, we were just talking about going into the church. So that's in the congregation. We're the congregation in the church. Right?
Esau's not a part of this congregation.
No, not none of the other nations either.
Elam's not a part of this congregation.
Think about it. They stick together with each other. They separate themselves off from us. They separate from us. So they show each other love in that same sense. And they against us. Every other nation is against us. We don't have no why we can't have that to ourselves? Everybody trying to grasp themselves in our covenant and our
I don't know, like, when I was reading his letters,
Mhm.
it was confusing me because he was saying, I remember I was reading one
Gentile.
scripture, he was just saying that if you break one law, you broke them all. And he was saying, how about the famous one that the pastor always uses is saying, it's basically saying like God died, so you're under grace and not under law. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
but see, Christ, Yahweh Shai is the Messiah. He's not Most High. And the grace is for Israel. We broke the laws, and we need a grace period, right? We need a grace period to get ourselves together before the Messiah comes. Because in the Old Testament, by the strictness of the law, we was to be put to death or stoned, or judgment was exact. Now the grace period came so we can get ourselves back together. You see what I'm saying? That's what that's for. Not everybody. Everybody wasn't given the law.
Romans, because you say we are under grace, right? Okay. So this is Romans 6:1. What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound?
See? So we said we keep breaking the law when that grace may end. When the grace ends, go ahead.
God forbid.
Go ahead.
How shall we that are dead to sin
We supposed to be dead to sin by keeping the law. Go ahead.
live any longer therein?
So how can we live in sin when we supposed to be keeping the law? So sin is dead to us because we keep the law. Sin don't exist to us because we hate sin. We want to do right and keep the law.
First thing you gotta realize is what sin is. Sin is the biblical definition
Right.
of what sin is.
Right.
Transgression of the law.
Right.
So that's not for everybody. Because everybody wasn't given the law. It's given, the law was given to one nation of people. Let me get one more real quick.
Right.
And I brought this out last week. Because you gotta, the one thing we as Israelites have to understand is that everybody else is not part of it. Trying to ingratiate you into the notion that this is for everybody, and it's not for everybody. So let me read this. I'm gonna read this slow. The King James is kind of, it gets the wording can be kind of confusing. So this is Romans 2:12. For as many as have sinned without the law, that's those that don't have the law, also perish without the law.
Right.
And as many as have sinned in the law
Right.
shall be judged by the law. Verse 13, for not the hearers of the law are justified by God, but the doers of the law shall be justified.
Right.
14, here's the point. For when the Gentiles, which have not the law, do by nature the things that are in the law, these, the Gentiles, having not the law, are a law unto themselves. So what this is saying is God don't have nothing to do with them because they weren't given the law.
Right.
God will only give it to them one right. So when they do the things that we do, so it keeps, for instance, we come out here, we put our sign down, we teach the Bible. So if you go somewhere and you see somebody from another nation doing the same thing, that doesn't mean that they're going to be ingratiated into the word of the Most High because they weren't given the law. The law was given to us.
Right. Right. So they basically
It's not
right.
for them.
Right.
It's for us only.
That's why I said it's that's a law unto themselves.
They are law unto themselves. God has nothing to do. That's why at 12 it said that those that have sinned without the law
Right.
perish. They are destroyed.
Right.
But those that sin within the law, which would be us, we are judged because we have the law. That's how the Most High judged us. Through the law. Right? That's why we have to do the law. That's why it's not just by grace. You can't just have grace and not do anything.
Right.
You know, I can't be your wife and not, I can't be your husband and not do anything for you and keep telling you I love you. I have to demonstrate that somehow, right?
Faith without works.
Faith without works is dead. So I have to, how do you demonstrate your love for the Most High? He gave you laws not
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah.
That's how you demonstrate how you love. That's
Like the vine, you know what I'm talking about?
so we gonna have
No,
no ass out here.
Let us call him though. No, for real, sis. He'll break it down to.
I'm so confused because I researched
Talking about the wheat and the tares.
Yeah, and it say like,
The olive tree and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, just why don't you
Just give me
call
a
her,
call.
brother? He'll break. No, seriously.
Yeah.
You can
Don't
call me
think it's no bother. You call her. This
You
our
call
job.
me
We do this all the
anytime. This is
time.
what-
People call me for counsel. People call him for counsel. This our job. And it's very elating for people to be hungry for the scriptures that for us to edify. We geek for that. So call that brother here, break down that wheat and tares thing for you, and you get your note, your pen, and you be overwhelmed at the breakdown of what the wheat and tares.
Have your Bible
Go ahead.
ready when
I
you call.
have a King James.
All right,
Yeah,
you gotta have it
let's
ready.
go.
That one.
Give me that clothes.
And you'll be crying.
Give me that clothes out. He said, "What shit be crying?"
You'll be
She
crying.
crying over that truth. She started realizing, you know, she probably pretty sure she got some. of
Yeah,
that,
she
but
got some, but
That the real breakdowns that have her. You know what I mean?
They break you down.
Yeah, they break you
They break you down.
They had you feeling good. Then
Yeah,
you know,
break
the
you
stuff
down.
You realize you ain't know, and it's been right here in my face all this time. I ain't know this was saying that.
but they lied to me for
Yeah,
so
but they lie
long.
all these lies. Go ahead.
They lied for so long, for
Ecclesiastes
29
chapter
years in the
12, verse
church.
13.
Uh-huh.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
So let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter, right? Go ahead.
Fear God.
Go ahead.
And keep his commandments.
So that's what we out here to do. We out here to tell our people to fear the Most High, repent, keep the commandments, right?
For this is the whole duty of man.
So like I was telling you, it's the whole duty of all men on the face of the earth. Because when you really look at when the kingdom come in, everybody gonna be following the laws, statutes, and commandments. Or they gonna be put to death ASAP. In the street in front of everybody. Put you to death ASAP. This is why this world is wicked as it is today. Go ahead, we're gonna put you to death under the power of the Most High. And we're talking about the other nations. We're gonna let the government of Israel, because see, we're gonna be out of the wicked stuff. Other nations, they start their thing, put them to death right there. Go ahead.
For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing,
See, go ahead.
whether it be good or whether it be evil.
You go. So whatever you do, good or evil, God gonna judge it. Just make sure you know the Most High is watching you. You know what I mean? So that's it. We got next.
We got next.
We got next.
We got next.
Shalom.
Shalom.
All right.
Shalom.
We got the kingdom
Yes, nice
next.
to meet
sis.
you.
That's what we talking
Thank
about.
you. You're beautiful too. Yes. Yes.